Hi everybody, I'm back for another beer review with my dad, Cacho and Ed. And I'd like to, because last time, the last review video, I didn't really introduce him. Uh, his nickname is the Soupy, just for starters. And his name is Arlie Bean.
You know why they call me Soupy?
So, why do they call you Soupy, Dad?
Well, they call me that because soup is good food.
Well, that explains, I guess.
That is.
But yeah, he's in here and he's gonna tell us some funny stories and everything. Well, alright, well, let me review the beer here.
All right.
But first of all, I was gonna read some scores off of Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. Uh, Beer Advocate gives it a 85, very good rating, and then what is it? Hey, my bad, everybody. And then beer Rate Beer gives it a 90 for the style, 88 for the style, and a 90 overall and 88 for the style. So let me look at the color here. So
It looks like the color of light beer. Is what it looks like.
looks to me very pretty. It's got a good golden. Well, it's really a nice gold color.
Wow.
What's it smell like to you, Dad?
Smells kind of strong. Let's see.
It smells strong.
Kind of citrusy. You smell a
Okay.
strong citrus smell, like a orange or something. Maybe I don't know, lemon or something.
Well, let's get into it.
Well, just get into it. While he's savoring that flavor, I'm gonna get out the old trusty maple mug I made and have me a little snort.
Let's see here. It is definitely hoppy. I can tell it's a wheat beer. It tastes similar to me, like a kind of like an IPA. Not as strong as an IPA, but it is, for me. It's very hoppy. But at the end, you might I get maybe just a subtle, fruity, citrusy note, and I'm not really sure right offhand what kind of hops it is, but I will find out and put it in the video. But I would say it's pretty good, and for the style. Now everyone has to know, which a lot of you guys know, that I'm not really into IPAs right now, or hoppy beers. But it's smooth. But I'm not. It's not my favorite. I will. If I'm gonna rate it, I'll go ahead and give it a. I think it deserves a. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to give it a C plus. I've had a lot worse. But let's
There it is, right there.
Alright, are you ready to try it?
Let me tell you what it reminds me of.
And thank you, Mike, by the way, for sending the
Mike,
beer.
I appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it, man.
I was up in your neighborhood. I don't know, been a good while back, and up there in Chicago, and I went to the PBR thing, but I never did really give it much thought. And I was working in Iowa, and this old boy sat in front of us there at break and luncheon, and we'll just call him Tommy Topper. That's what I called him. And me and my old buddy, Buck, may or may not be his name, kind of changed him to protect the guilty. We were sitting there and he was talking about taking a horse, and he was on one horse and the buddy was on the other, and throwed the rope around his head and one throwed it around his feet like you do an old calf and pulled him out there and gilded him. Anyway, I didn't believe that. It's just a bunch of baloney. So I sat there and I said, you know what, Buck? I said, this reminds me of a story at the time I was in Illinois, over close to Chicago, when they had the PBR bull riding event come there, and I went to see it. You remember that?
I do, actually.
And so we got there, and I was drinking some of this here beer. Matter of fact, Sun Crusher. And that Dark Horse, I was mixing several together. But the first round come out, and them little bulls, they just wasn't bucking. You believe that?
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, they wasn't bucking at all. Wouldn't buck. They would just walk out there and snort around, look at the ground and all this. And old cowboys up there just a spurring and a carrying on, and the old bull wasn't doing nothing. And I done drunk a few of these beers. I don't remember how many. But, the old libido was up there pretty good. And the old guys that was putting on the show, they was just having a fit. What we're going to do? Oh, Lord, all these people going to want their money back. And, oh, my goodness, what we're going to do, what we're going to do. I said, I tell you what, I can fix this problem for you. They said, oh, if you can do that, we'll pay you. You have a full-time job, We'll take care of it. You believe? You see it? I mean, they was going to take care of me, boy. I said, well, I'll fix this problem. So, anybody ever watching on TV, they got them chutes that they run them bulls through. Well, they got a curtain back there where you don't see where they keeping them at in a little old corral. So I jumped out there, and they was just kind of moving around, eating hay and whatnot. Big old, bull, about 2,000 pounds, pretty big old bull.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
Big bull. I said, all right, sucker, we're going to start bucking right here. So I jumped over that fence. Jumped right in there. Reached over there, seen that bull. I just grabbed that old bull by the tail. I just dropped trail and gave him the best. Pop, 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 pop. Boy, that old bull got hard about that. When he'd shove him through the chute, and I'd grab another. Pop, 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 pop. Anyway, run them all through the chute, and them old bull riders got on that thing. Woo! Let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
They went to bucking and to carrying on, trying to kill them cowboys. They thought, I reckon, them old bulls thought it might have been me on their back, and they was wanting to get a little revenge.
Uh-oh.
So you turn right. So anyway, needless to say, I saved the event.
You were the star of the saver, huh?
Yeah, I saved them all.
The Superman.
I saved them all.
Wow. Well, yeah. After beating up Sasquatch, boy, you can beat up anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's rough being me.
Oh yeah.
I know. I tell you
what.
Yeah,
I tell you what.
It'd probably kill ordinary man.
Yeah, it probably would actually.
Yeah, it would.
All right. Well, I like that story. I didn't. That's pretty funny actually. So,
well, it may or may not be true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have no idea, guys.
Little Sasquatch here.
There's little Sasquatch.
He said he thinks it's true.
To me, he looks like Chewbacca. So we'll go with that. All right. Well, guys. With that, how would you like to say any final words or anything like that?
Well, yes, I would. I would like all you good fellas out there, and ladies too, get out there and get you some Sun Crusher. And go find you a pasture. And jump in there with them bulls.
Okay.
That's it.
Sounds like an interesting place to drink some Sun Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. And I'm sure he'll be joining us next Tuesday also. And just everybody have a good week. Thank you for watching the review, and cheers. Take care.